Hi everybody, I've got a head start on today's picture. I didn't realise I hadn't pressed record. So today's video is another film review video, and this time it is One Love, the film about Bob Marley. So for this one, as you can probably see, I'm kind of cheating but not cheating. I am tracing an outline because for this one I've decided that I'm going to do I'm going to do a collage, and I don't want all the detail of Bob Marley because sometimes I have to make my life easy with these. When I started, I didn't actually realise how many films I'd go and see in the year. This shoe kind of goes up there like that. I've currently got about 6 films I've got to do videos for. Well, I don't have to do videos for, but I want to do videos for. And I do want to mix up what I'm actually doing in the various videos. So this is the guitar bit here. Oops. Is that going to be enough for what I want? Yeah, probably. So if you haven't seen this film, it's called One Love. It is the film about Bob Marley. And before I went to see this film, I could honestly say that I knew about Bob Marley, and obviously I knew some of his music growing up in the 70s and 80s when I did, that Bob Marley was big. So I was very much aware of his music. So as I was saying, I was very much aware of Bob Marley and his music. I didn't know an awful lot about his life, other than the fact that he did die when he was quite young. I can't decide whether I want to use, I've got 2 lyric sheets, whether I want to use a little one or a bigger one. I want it to be that, is that going to fit across the page? No, so it's this one. So yeah, I knew that he died quite young. I couldn't remember how he died. In my head, I'll use the back of this as a resting place so I get the glue on the edges, because I'm going to watercolour over the top of it. In my head, I thought that he'd been killed. I thought he'd been shot. And in fact, he was shot when he was performing at a concert. No, not when he was performing at a concert. He was shot at his home. And that's a very interesting storyline in this film, which I won't spoil for you in case you go and see the film. So the film does jump back and forwards in time a little bit, which can be a bit confusing at times. However, I still enjoyed it. So for those of you who are music fans, this is the music score for One Love. And the words, one love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right. And then it goes on. So what can I tell you about this film? Other than you obviously know already, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was directed by Ronaldo Marcus Green, written by Terence Winter, Frank E. Flowers and Zach Balin. No, I think I'll put that too low. Maybe I'll just put this in this bottom corner here. Although I was kind of going to have it in the middle. indecision that comes without proper planning. And I can't peel that off because if I move it up then the paper will be sticky. Shall I just stick it down here? I think I will. And I think I'll cut it out. Only so I can draw around it. So the film stars Bensley Ben Adair as Bob Marley, and he was ace. I liked him very much. I can't remember if I've seen him in other things. I probably have, but anyway, he was ace, and just brought out the different sides to Bob Marley's character, because he was a complicated person. His childhood was quite mixed, and there is some of the story about his dad and his relationship with his dad. And if I've not already said it, I should have said that watching this film inspired me to want to know more about Bob Marley's life. So I will be finding something that I can read just to find out a little bit more about him, really, considering that he is such a big icon. And I don't want to just I don't want to just read up on Wikipedia or something like that. I want to read much more in depth about him. His wife is played by Lashana Lynch, and again, she's very good. You see both of them kind of go from teenagers through to adulthood, and you see the way that their relationship develops and goes through some rough patches, and some of that was quite tough to watch, actually, just so you know. And the tagline for the concert, that's the body there, isn't it? So I don't want to cut into that. The tagline for the concert that Bob Marley did to try and bring the two sides together in Jamaica at a time when there was a lot of political unrest and a lot of killings, like a lot of killings, that he decided to put on a concert to bring everybody together through music. And that's where the title of the film comes from, because the concert tagline was "One Love, One Heart, One Destiny." And again, something else that I don't know a great deal about. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be happy with that? I'll know what it is, and that's the main thing. What I'm going to do is colour this. No, I do want to cut that bit there out. I've only got these big scissors. What was I saying? Yeah, so Rastafarianism was a big part of his life, and again, I learned quite a bit about that during the film, and again, something that I'd like to know more about. So would I recommend this film? Absolutely yes. If you're a fan of Bob Marley, then obviously go and see the film. If you're a fan of his music, go and see the film. So just so you know what I've got here, this is what was the poster, and this is the cutout bit. So I'm going to do this as a silhouette. So I'll find something to paint it black. This is only newsprint paper, this. I got it in a scroller box, surprisingly. So yeah, I would love to recommend this film to you. The acting is great, the storytelling is really good, and it takes you, like I say, through his life. And he died very young, very, very. Is that going to be okay? Get my paints out. That's black there. So while I crack on with this, I'd love to be able to play you some Bob Marley music, however, copyrighted, so probably wouldn't be able to play you any. But if you can imagine some of his tracks, I wonder if you've got a favourite track. I'm going to speed this up now so that you're just watching the artwork and I don't have to witter on. See you when I finish. If you're thinking of using a heat gun on newsprint paper, it shrinks it by the looks of things. I don't have any of my cut out bits because I've cut them all out. Just see this bit. Oh yeah, it hasn't shrunk it too much. So there's my background. And just to show you what I'm working from again. This was the poster for the film One Love. And I'm going to stick this, I'll just stick it down here. Bear with me, it's not quite dry. So you can see it's already lifting up this bit. So I'm just going to stick that back down again. I'll have to put my book on something heavy. Put something heavy on top of it, I mean. One of the other things that was interesting about the film, which it's amazing how much you forget about things that you've lived through, which actually then when you get older become history. So one of the things that I'd totally forgotten about was the kind of rivalry, I suppose, between reggae music and punk rock. And there's an interesting scene there where when Bob Marley and the Wailers have first gone to London, they go to a pub and there's an incident with a rock group. So there we have it. My inspiration, my art. Not meant to be great works of art, but they are just a reminder for me of the films that I've seen this year. And this one takes it to number Just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this is the 10th one. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to do. 5 more to do. So I will look forward to seeing you again. Thanks very much for watching, and see you later. Bye.